What up, Doe? What up, Doe? Welcome to Yeah I Said the Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Iceman. Just the team.
What's the dealio? It's your man, Alio, aka Mastermind. You already know what time it is. Time for a great show, baby.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And it's your boy Young P, aka Mr. PR. Mr. PR, aka Young P, whichever way you feeling out there in America. You know what I'm saying? We finna do it though. Good show. Let's go.
Yes,
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 sir.
yes.
DBCB.
What it do, my guy? So, since I didn't have anything written down at the moment,
Okay.
Freestyle the show today, then, huh?
know what I'm saying?
Okay. This one
So,
of the best shows gonna come
yeah,
up.
I had to, have the little something on here that I had to say, to everybody. And, y'all probably got a little something, but so sorry for the inconvenience, but we still about to make it right. You understand? Boom. So we about to just jump into the show flat out. If Kyrie was to win a championship with Luca, who would Kyrie say he rather hoop with? LeBron or Luca? Mastermind.
Well, I hate to say this is LeBron, but I think he gonna say Luca. To be totally honest, because I think Luca is more willing to share the limelight with him than what LeBron was. I think LeBron had him strictly, you just a sidekick. LeBron wasn't really trying to give him his props that he was deserving when at this period of time when he was a Cavalier. That's
Okay.
all I could say.
I'm listening.
I think that he would, because Luca just accepted him for who he was. He didn't care, what's going on. He not trying to say, I need the last shot. I got to have the ball in my hand. I got to make the decisions. He not saying none of that. He letting Kyrie be Kyrie. So I think he gonna say Luca.
I'm definitely gonna go against that.
As you should.
You know what I'm
You know what
saying?
I'm saying?
Here's why. I'm gonna three quick points. One, he won a championship with the king. You know what I'm saying? So that's number
Okay, but
one.
hold on now.
Hold
Listen
on,
to
let
the
me get it.
statement, what the question
I
said.
get that, but I'm giving all the way back around full circle to that. And the reason why, and I get he with Luca right now, and they doing beautiful down there. They doing some great things in Dallas with Kid at the helm. But if we all remember, there was rumors that he was trying to get where to play with who.
That was
So
before.
all I know is he was trying to get somewhere to play with who.
That's true.
So that lets you know right there the man wants to go play with the man again. And I think the third point is this. I think it wasn't really him. I think it was Mike Brown not understanding how to make both of them superstars. He would let people tell him, you got to give it to LeBron, you got to give it to LeBron. Kyrie had to force his way like, whoa, I'm the truth too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whereas opposed to this kid coming and seeing all the things, you got hindsight is 2020. Now I can come in the game and be like, look, man, I was a point guard. Cause they saying that's how you talk to him. Look, this is what I do. I'm gonna let y'all do what y'all want to do, but I'm gonna tell you, if it was me, I would go left and right. But if y'all want to go right then left, that's on y'all.
Yep.
But
Totally up to y'all.
but I'm just telling you, go left and right. But y'all talking out going about the business. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's just a different situation. But I still think he want to play with LeBron if he can.
Well, I just remember this, and I'm gonna let you go ahead and give your response. I just remember this. The kid got to grow up. You know what I'm saying? I remember somebody's calling him that too, and then I remember him saying, kid, I could do anything somebody else could do, or I'm just as good as anybody else. I do remember that. Now I don't know if nobody else remember that.
I remember that.
Oh, okay.
I remember that. But at times,
I have never heard that since you've been in Dallas.
I think partly because,
Okay, I'm gonna listen.
and I'm glad that I had a second before I had to run out the house and do a gazillion things today. Stephen A. and them started, and Kenny, way to get on Stephen A. and make him apologize to that man Kyrie. I think he just matured a little bit, and he just not talking as much because when I talk, the
They
world
magnified.
yeah, it get on my head. They misconstrue what I say. They cussing me out. They talking about everything but how I just killed for 40 points. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't give a damn that I just scored 40 points.
Yeah. Well, like you say, there was a young Kyrie back then against a mature Kyrie now. I believe if he win the championship with Luca, that would lead him on that even platform. I would just believe that he'd just say it makes him no difference.
Mm.
He might just flip a coin and say, wherever it land, that's who team I'm on because I believe like you say, he was a young Kyrie then. And then you said when he had Mike Brown, they was like, get Whistler the ball, get Whistler get LeBron the ball, get LeBron the ball all day. And you like, whoa, wait a minute. Over here, like how you say, and like we all been saying, when you get superstars, they get together that first year might not look so good. So they had got put out. Then, like you said, you sit aside, in the off season, y'all come together of how y'all gonna work this out, including the coach with Jason Kidd. Y'all come
Mhm.
together and y'all come up with some type of answer, which is they did. And
Mhm.
now it's like you said, and now it's the older
Kyrie and they, yeah,
yeah,
moving now.
right.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like by him being older, and knowing the game, even better. And it's like over here with Luca, it's like do your thing, show us your magic. You know what I'm saying? You and plus you the leader over here. With
Yep.
LeBron, you wasn't a leader.
You're gonna be backseat.
You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, that would be the decision I think he would want at the end. Hey, over here I'm the leader with Luca. You know what I mean? He gonna more rely on me and we gonna rely on each other. Then over there it was more
LeBron,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so
the LBJ show.
right, so
Now, see, that's kind of the next thing that I was gonna say before we took off. I was gonna basically just be like, I think that he would take more pride and joy out of basically passing the torch to Luca, showing him how to win. You know what I'm saying, and how to get over the hump and all of that. I think he'd take pleasure out of that instead of just saying, "I'm about to go play with LeBron, and we just gonna do what we doing." It ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing I can show him. It's nothing he can really show me. It's just we got our chemistry. You know what I'm saying? It's that.
because they both great. They both can get downhill, take their man off the dribble down here, make the other defender come over, pass it, to anywhere on the court. Uh, Luca might be a better outside shooter. You know what I'm saying? But like, it's just
Yeah, that's close.
so it's like he have to just pick and then hey, who you playing?
Right.
You know what I mean? So it depends on who
Mhm.
you playing too that he might want to pick. You know what I'm saying? Like they might playing somebody who want to pack the lane. You can't pack the lane against Luca. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
no.
So yeah. But next question, let you go ahead and knock that out, Mastermind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, man. All right. I don't know if you guys been paying too much of attention to it, but the UFL is starting to get off into its playoffs.
It's that time.
You know what I'm saying? So I just was wondering who you guys think might win it all in the UFL. Who you think you got?
That's right.
So I'm
Well,
a,
Yeah,
huh?
we got it. Don't I was saying that to him.
Oh, so
you
so
got a
I'm
UFL or XFL. We can just make it that simple. You think the UFL side gonna win or the XFL side gonna win? Because that's how they divided it up.
so okay. So I'm gonna say this. Um, I think the team that can actually win, and I know conventional wisdom is gonna say Birmingham gonna win it again because they've been smashing and running. They got the running gun offense. They got the head coach. They done won it in the last 2 years, Birmingham. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
actually gonna say when they gotta meet again, they gonna pop them again. And I think it's with San Antonio, they gonna mess around and pop them again in the championship. And I believe San Antonio is on the XFL side. So I think XFL is
You
gonna win
think
it all.
who the Brownhouses or whatever?
Yeah,
Brownhouses.
that's what I think the San Antonio
Yeah,
Brownhawks.
they new to the. I don't think they was neither.
Okay. I'm
Yeah,
gonna say I thought they was on the XFL side.
and I think they the new team that they brought in or something like that.
And see,
Yeah,
they
so
just
they
I
don't want
watched a little
some.
bit of that
Yeah,
game and they just popped Birmingham.
yeah.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
then
That's
why
Wade.
they supposed to be the little something to the. I forgot my man said something on the McAfee show
Uh-huh.
when they brought the little San Antonio something. They supposed to be the something to the XFL or something. So like you say, when I seen that when it first before the season started, he probably was giving a hint like,
Put your money on them.
Right. You
you
might
know
want
what
to
I'm
go there and
saying? They
play.
just got there and so. But yeah, but go ahead. Was you finished?
No, yeah, that was no. I was going with the Brawlhawks because, like I said, conventional wisdom gonna say go with Birmingham. They've
Yeah.
been steamrolling through like they've been doing the last couple years. But when I watched a little bit of the game and then I saw they end up popping them when it was all said and done, I said, "Oh yeah, them boys might mess around and beat them again because they gonna have to play together. If they both make it, it's gonna be in the championship game.
Mm-hmm.
So them boys can mess around and beat them again. Don't get me wrong. You might not. It's hard to beat a team twice that got some film on you now. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that don't mean that they can't do it again. Because now my confidence is up too. We gave them their first loss of the year.
Well, as usual, America,
Uh
he looked on my paper, but we're not gonna say nothing. But so since he looked on my paper, I'm gonna go elsewhere.
oh. Okay.
I'm coming right here to the Panthers, baby.
That would be my second choice.
See, because you seen it on the paper. Hard. You know what I'm saying, America? It's not that hard. But look, so look, Panthers, baby. That's what I'm gonna go with. I like their defense. I think I was looking at their defensive coordinator as possibly getting a job in the NFL one day. Maybe not as a coordinator quite yet, but just work his way up. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
But he was very sound. And then when I said that,
Uh
they gave up 16 unanswered. I'm looking like, ah, my God, what are you doing here?
huh.
You see what I'm saying? So, but I think the Panthers, man, they might just do something because their defense do look pretty good.
I do want to say this though before you go, Ice. America, talk to me. Send it in the comments, all that good stuff. But y'all been watching this for 2 years now. Well, not quite two. Doesn't it seem like he always looking at my paper but want to say,
Oh, here we
chime in, speak out. We want to know. Take a vote.
America.
Is it P or is it O? One of us is doing it, and I think it's O.
I'm trying to pull them up.
It's mastermind for a reason, America. Just remember that. It's mastermind for a reason, America.
No, it's not.
Yes, sir.
I'm about to pull it back up. Wait,
The USFL playoffs?
no, the UFL teams.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
I'm gonna go with my man that ain't he still rocking with St. Louis? What's the quarterback from Alabama?
McCarron, I think he got hurt.
Oh, he ain't done.
I think he got hurt.
McCarron.
Yeah, I think he got hurt. AJ McCarron.
Yeah. Who all in this? Is my man in there? Wade Phillips.
Yep, Wade in
Yeah,
there. That's he with the who y'all talking about? He
yeah,
the coach.
high,
Oh,
yeah,
he with the ball. Okay,
Yep.
okay.
yeah.
Yeah. See, I always
It's
told
San
y'all about
Antonio.
Wade. I
San
told y'all.
Antonio Brahms, the St. Louis Battlehawks, the Arlington Renegades.
I'm gonna go with St. Louis or San Antonio.
Let me ask you a question, though, real quick, Ice. I know you've been telling them you gonna toot your horn again, but it seemed like the XFL or Dwayne the Rock Johnson be listening to you because they make sure they go get them old
Oh
coaches.
yeah.
They make sure they go get them old coaches and bring them to the light and let them get down.
One thing about them, you need to go to get them because you
They
bring
know
it
the
in
game.
right. You bringing in new product. So you want to bring somebody who know the game, some coaches who know the game, some coaches gonna sell your product, make it look good. Your defense ain't just letting anybody catch Hail Marys or the bomb, or you looking like you out there on the playground. So you know what I'm saying, it's make you want to, watch. You know what I'm saying? Because and plus you got these named coaches and you want to see
Stoops,
right,
Rob
what's
Stoops,
going on, you know what I'm saying, all like that, and like Stoops, he gonna give you them points. You know what I'm saying? So you know what you want from Stoops. When you're looking at Wade, you like, okay, yeah, this might be a good defensive game. And usually when him and Stoops go head up, whatever, that's what you're gonna get. A good defense against his offense, and it'd be a good balanced game of what you want to see. So yeah, got to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, y'all keep listening. I only tell y'all right. You know? All the time
You
about
know what I'm saying?
what you got for us, young Pete.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I got a sidetrack question. It's just a quick throw it out there. Seen it on the news, man. Y'all throw y'all quick 2 cents on it.
This one of them do whatever questions.
Yeah. What do y'all think, and will it make any difference with them adding the Negro League stats into the Major League Baseball? Do you think the sports writers still gonna act like the stats don't mean nothing? Because I feel like I think they're gonna overlook them like they don't mean shit.
I don't think that they should overlook them. I
I
think
don't
they
think they
should
should.
mean something because one thing about it is certain players that was in that league, that name that you just don't overlook. Like I'm talking like when they like like say for the pitching and everything, no matter what, we be like you hear cold facts, you can hear all these new names, black or white. But I'm saying, but at the end of the day, you hear that name Sancho.
Yeah.
Sancho Pay.
Yeah, so Sancho Pay, you know what I'm saying?
And
You hear that.
that's what I'm finna say. They was talking about
You know what
him
I'm saying?
today.
They talking about the records. Once they put them in, it's a couple black players that's over the.
That's over Babe Ruth and all that.
All of them.
My
And
man stepped up over the number one new slugging percentage and everything. Look.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're gonna hear a whole lot of names. You know,
Yeah.
you're gonna hear a
I
whole
think you
lot of
get.
names that you're gonna be like, dang, y'all wouldn't got Jackie.
Right, that's the only person you could got. I know it's different times, so I know they had to do.
I
What they had
think
to
you're
do,
going.
but
The only thing though, I think is going to be a lot of backlash because a lot of the quote
Andrew
unquote
Page.
yes, a lot of the quote faces of baseball that they had down as faces of baseball
yeah,
is not going to be no more. Like
yeah.
my man hit more hits than him. What you mean? Pete Rose always been the number one hitter. You don't know what you're talking about. There's no way that could be true. And then they, oh no, there's books, and you know what I'm saying. And now they're gonna be, no, you can't change this.
I'm glad they put the record books.
I'm glad
Yeah.
they did it too.
Yeah,
I'm glad
It's
they
my
did
name in the Negro Leagues, baby.
it.
Yeah, I'm in there.
it. For sure, for sure, for sure.
Ice crazy.
That was just a quick side thought. We just wanted to touch on it real quick. Quick side thought. We wanted to touch on it, but here the real question I wanted to throw at you. We're gonna come back to basketball a little bit, and is Minnow showing their youth on why they struggling with Dallas a little bit, or is they Dallas just a better team? Which one is it?
I'm gonna just say this right quick before I let Mastermind jump down.
Hmm.
See, y'all going for highlights. Y'all going for Anthony Edwards, going for them highlights and stuff, and that's all y'all want to see instead of understanding somebody doing everything like Luka and Kyrie. You understand they playing under the rim. Understand everybody watching want to see like the other game when they lost.
Mm-hmm.
When Luke and Kyrie went to work, everybody was talking about the dunk when he came in on my, when he was way up there
Right.
in the loss and everything. And that's what I'm saying. It's like that's what the people want to see. They want to see entertainment, the highlights and everything. But guess what? When they look at that, that's like taking away from learning the game. It's like they want to take you from really learning the fundamentals or just whatever. That's just my opinion. And, I'm being jokish about it. But when you're watching these guys like Lucas, when you're watching these guys like I'm saying, like the Tim Duncans, the Kyries, what I'm saying, just fundamental players, just pay attention to that. They know the game. Not saying the other guys
Yeah.
don't,
I know
but
what
you
you're
know what I'm
saying.
saying, when they ain't playing, above the rim or nothing, watch how they understand and know the game. Not to make you come this way. Know when your man come, everything. And he good. He gonna learn the game in a couple more years, but right now, like you said, he don't know how to do nothing with the double chin. You know what I'm saying? This and that because,
Yeah.
like you say, they giving him the ball on certain times because instead of Conley. And then, like you say, when he got it and not Conley, you already know Anthony Edwards finna press, which means he coming. He might score 4 straight, might score 5 straight. But guess what? If Dallas still scoring 4, 5 straight, but they doing it in a team rhythm,
You ain't did nothing.
at the end is that's going it's
Down the
gonna
thought.
change. Like you say, when they shoot that double, you gotta make that decision and you throw it out of bounds or something because they weren't used to getting the ball, they wasn't in the right spot, any of that. But go ahead, Mastermind.
Well, I think truthfully, Chris Finch is just being out coached. I think Jason Kidd is just, Jason Kidd is showing his knowledge of the game.
Okay.
Jason Kidd is showing that
So it's not really the
one.
youth of him.
No, I think he just He, I think it's that plays a part. Don't get me wrong, because I think that's what Jason Kidd is exploiting. He exploiting the mismatches of like the Rudy Gobert's. Well, if I put you in a pick and roll with Luca or Kyrie, is nothing you could do.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's absolutely nothing you can do. If you step forward to Kyrie, I'm throwing the lob to Lively or what's the name. So, and then if you don't step forward, you know what they doing. They doing the step back and killing you. So as long as they keep doing the pick and roll, that's just coaching. That's, you know what I'm saying? He just picking his players who to actually go at. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't seen Finch really do that. I seen Finch try to adjust last night. He did some adjusting, you know what I'm saying? By like putting Anthony Edwards on Luca, things of that nature. But I think truthfully it's just boiling down to coaching. I think what's the name is just flat out coaching him. He using his athletes against height. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna win every time. I got athletes that's getting up and down the floor, and I got these tall guys that's kind of slow and ain't really agile and not athletic. There's nothing they really could do. You know what I'm saying? So I think as long as you have Rudy Gobert out there for a significant amount of time. And to some point, I'll be real with y'all, and I know nobody don't want to believe this, but kind of your theory. If you keep Cat out there too long, he gonna become one of those liabilities
Right.
because they're gonna start going at him through the pick and roll. And if you put him in there, you know what he gonna do? Foul, get out of here. You know what I'm
They
saying?
shut it
So
last night.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's just coaching. I think last night was just an anomaly. You
Yeah,
probably won't see that again.
like you say, I can say it's also coaching, and even though they're young, but I'm not gonna blame it all on that because you got some nice veteran players. You trying to balance the team out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna just say that. It's just some, like you say, you're being out coached, and then not only that, sometimes like you say, the matchups. Now you got to figure up a matchup that best for Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? Then Ant need a sidekick. Them
Hmm.
two big fellas can't be his sidekick because they not dominant enough. They not even above average. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? They had good games on and off too much, but he need a sidekick that's gonna show up. You know what I'm saying? Majority of the time with him, or you know what I mean, and not necessarily.
Mm,
He needs somebody like, for example, like this. Since they in Minnesota, get your ankles, your knees, get whatever you got together. Bring LaMelo Ball over there and
Mm.
let him push the ball for Anthony Edwards.
Mm.
Y'all get LaMelo Ball over there in Minnesota. Let that be your backcourt. I mean, yeah, let them two be your boy. LaMelo, Anthony Edwards. Let them. Then you can go ahead down there with your Cat and Rudy or whoever, but let LaMelo come push the rock down there for Anthony Edwards, and I believe there'll be a better team than Conley pushing it for him.
Is he a free agent
you
this
know
year?
what you made me
I
think?
think he might be a free agent this year, or I might be wrong. So don't quote me on that, Lamelo. I'm not. Don't
No,
quote me on that
I
though.
don't think so. But look, I'm gonna tell you what you made me think of.
What's that?
It might be time to do a reunion because you can't do what you did the last time you was there, buddy. Call Ant Man out, Jimmy Butler, like you did the last time you was there. Bring Jimmy there with them, and I guarantee you, tell what's his name, Cat, so long, sucker, and bring Jimmy there and
Right.
watch what happens for you. You probably mess around and win it.
I think they still need that guard.
No, I just was thinking because Conley.
Jimmy good, but
I
I
think if you
think
still
they
get
need that
Conley, I
guard.
think if you keep Conley with that, you might can work something. But Conley ain't that
Nah, but
impressive.
we
I
already
know.
got it.
I
Jimmy
know
gonna
he
get
ain't that.
tired. He older now. You need that. You need Ant need to be running.
I
He's from
got you.
that West. He need to be doing. They want to see highlight. They want to see this Michael Jordan. They
The Melo
comparing him to,
D.
which is he not.
No,
But
Melo definitely give you
yeah,
that.
but they want to see some fantastic dunks and some might be even better than Jordan's. With some creativity and who knows. But you got to get that guard and then who can get him out there with it. And Lamelo Ball get traded. Get your showtime on.
Yeah.
Cause Charlotte, where that they in the East, yeah. See, even though y'all running the gun a little bit, cause y'all got young players, Lamelo, you need to be over there in the West Coast, running with Minnesota. Next question. Let me jump into this here. Since we were speaking of Anthony Edwards,
Good
why
point.
lately you haven't heard the Anthony Edwards Michael Jordan comparison? And is Anthony Edwards the face of the NBA? Young P.
So this is my theory. I think one why you haven't heard that lately is because he kind of came out and was like, "Stop comparing me to Michael Jordan." So I think people are starting to take a back seat just because he kind of saying, "Let me be my own person," kind of let me be, stop comparing me, stop comparing me. So I think that's one. But I think the bigger one beyond that, he getting exposed, like we said on this show, long before they started telling y'all about this show. He ain't been having a lot of good games. He still come with a highlight out of nowhere, so you be like, "Oh, he did good." But then when you look at the whole game in totality, or you look at the box scores, and you be like, "Wait a minute, he didn't really have a good game." You know what I'm saying? You start looking at the game, and like you said, the decision making with doubling, everything that he be doing, he was fouling a lot last night. Just things that he be doing. He aggressive sometimes, and sometimes he don't know what to do with the ball. You know what I'm saying? Even when he go to the hole, sometimes he look like he unsure what to do with the ball. I think it's just people got to pump the brakes a little bit, and they like, this boy ain't Michael Jordan. We just we saw a few little highlights, like you said, them dunks and all that, the athleticism of Michael Jordan. But then when you start breaking it down, the boy IQ of the game is just okay. It's not as superior as it needs to be. And I think that's why they started to back off. That's why I don't think you're not hearing it, because one, you watch the game and like, ooh, I think we anointed him too much. And then two, he didn't want it. But three, I still think he can be the face of the league, but I still think is what you said. Depending on what Ja do next year is gonna sell it all. You know what I'm saying? He gotta come out next year and do some spectacular things, because you know Ja gonna do his thing. You know what I'm saying? So what you gonna do? Because that's gonna be there, and you already struggling against Luca, who they, you know what I'm saying, is up there. You know what I'm saying? I just still feel like they want an American. You know what I'm saying? And with the bag test, you know what I'm saying, they want a darker person. But I just think he got some work to do. He had the chance to show it, and he fumbling the ball a little bit on
Mm.
I think, well, I'm just gonna get straight to the point. I think just because he's been having a bad series. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's
Mm.
straight. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
him.
And now the real basketball analysts and junkies are starting to say, no, 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 Michael
Slow
Jordan. You
down.
got to, yeah, he's good.
Oh,
Dark
for sure.
skin, jumps good.
Yeah.
All of those things. Yeah, just like Mike, everything. Second year, excellent. All that, good. All that's beautiful. But I think the problem is this: Ant got the killer tenacity like Jordan had, but it goes to what you just said. He don't see the game like Jordan seen the game. It's like Jordan knew because it's who he grew up under. You got to think.
Right.
Jordan learned from Magic, Bird, Dr. J at the tail end. You know what I'm saying? And then let alone the bad boys, period.
That you had to go through.
Yeah, because you had to know where that bump out the sky is coming from, so you got to prepare yourself. You see what I'm saying? So you got to be able to see the floor a lot better. You know what I'm saying? Just using the bad boy
Right, right. I know
analogy.
you.
You
I
know what
know
I'm
where you
saying?
going.
Because I could just come down like normal 83 to 84, straight to the rack, boom. But now the Pistons saying when you see him take off, somebody come from out that blind side that he ain't. You know what I'm saying? So now you got to start thinking twice about it. I think with the teams like not really being able to get up into Ant like they could back then,
Right.
that's kind of neglecting him. So, it's kind of slowing him up a little bit, from the having that quick leap that Jordan had. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's gonna come over time because he's gonna get tired of seeing the double teams. So him studying film gonna start making him, oh, it's likely might come from that way, this way, because they don't want me to
Right.
go to this side, stuff of that nature. But the face of the NBA conversation, that's a whole nother conversation because I'm gonna give somebody their props, and I seen it this morning, and I had to sit back and actually think about it.
Who you got? Who you giving your props to, baby?
I got to give it to Mad Dog Russo.
Mad
I'm gonna
Dog
be honest
Russo.
with y'all. Yeah,
Okay.
Mad Dog Russo. I listened to what he said. Yeah, I listened to what Mad Dog Russo said. Mad Dog Russo made a very good point. The best player in the NBA right now, truthfully, is still Joker. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna be honest with you. We like Anthony Edwards. He's the next hot thing. Don't get me wrong. And then the second best player in the NBA, honestly,
Luka.
yes, I'm being real. Those are the two best players in the NBA. If you look at it from all angles, those two are the best. And to me, those are the two most unstoppable forces right now in the league. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't care who you put on Joker, he putting up his 30. Whatever team they playing against, he putting up his 28 or whatever it is. And Luca the same way. So you know what I'm saying? So you got to give him that. Of course, no disrespect to LeBron, the KDs, and all of them. But we just speaking of right now in today's era. You know what I'm saying? So you got to give it to them too.
Right.
Anthony Edwards and Ja Morant, y'all are second and third, third
In the
and fourth,
tears.
and so but y'all are on that tier. But
Yeah.
y'all, to me, they got to just and like the same thing with Luca. You got to finish the job, Luca.
Hmm. But yeah, I'm just gonna say the face. I said we just got the question before that, but I'm gonna go with the face first of the NBA, and I'm gonna go like I was saying, and I was saying this at the beginning, So Mad Dog, you might have heard me. Might have heard me, Mad Dog, and then my man just peeped you out. But you might have heard me, Mad Dog, because I've been telling y'all Luca all the time, and everybody been. We all know about Joker. We've been saying that, but as far as Luca, I've been telling y'all that since that boy stepped in there because to me he like his game. You know, is he better shooter, but it just go like that. Magic, LeBron, and now Luca.
Mhm.
You know what I'm talking about? And it's just the big guards and stuff like
Right,
that,
right.
pass and do their thing, even though, what's the name of four LB. But it's like so like I was saying, whoever win because Tatum still has that chance too if they go that route if he win and do a lot of things too because but he got to have a dominant theory and all that too because I've been saying this from the
Yeah.
beginning. Only reason I'm going with you because you're supposed to be the face of Boston, but I've been telling people I'd have traded you a couple of years ago because I already seen what Jalen Brown was coming into and he not finished yet. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm still on
he's
Team
in the
Tatum.
seventh season now, like Jordan and like LeBron. So they get to like everything else, get comparing stuff like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go with whoever win. It should make a difference of who y'all give it to. But then it's all about which one gonna be more marketable for you. So that's what it's gonna be all about. Who more marketable for the NBA. As far as what's the name falling off a little bit, I'm gonna follow that Cav that Mastermind was trying about. And it's like it's just they stopped talking about him being Michael Jordan is because for like 5 games in a row, like the last 2 or 3 against Denver, and then like the first 3 against Dallas
Dallas.
now. So they're like 5, 6 games in a row that he put up like anywhere from 16 to 24 points, something like that, 28 at the most or something. Not too many highlights. Then you're down 3-zip, all of that. So the media had to shut up. So hopefully he come back and
Right.
win this seed. They get back to talk because they trying to sell it. They trying to sell it, give it a face, and do everything else. So I'm gonna say yeah. It's that Dallas a better team at the moment. You know what I'm saying? If they play like they've been, if they Minnesota play with the game playing like last time, and hopefully, Anthony, start getting their rhythm on and tied up, win the series, whatever, then they get back to talking about it. Just that now you can't talk about somebody now. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Three-one,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then if he'd have got swept, you probably could have said, yeah, he like Mike, because Mike would have got like Boston in what, second, third year or
Yeah.
something. So you could have compared that. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So it still could have been some compares on just any and everything. But yeah.
Okay.
But
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel where you going with. I feel where both of y'all went with it though. Yeah.
anything else on that?
I
Go-
I I, I liken me myself. I liken Anthony Edwards comparisons to Dwayne Wade more than I do Jordan. That's just me. That's he. I
Because of the
know.
coach, the coaching history of them both being coached by the same person.
You a bigger you ain't nothing but
I like the Dwayne Wade because of how he carry himself and
he
the
who to
he.
West Coast Jalen Brown.
You
What
silly.
Boston?
You silly.
Jalen Brown.
No, I like the what's the name better though. I ain't gonna.
Better handles, better nice little, better mid range, but they shoot I don't
I
like you
like the D
say,
Wade.
because what's the name just no, I'm just
D
saying,
Wade
you know what I'm
3.0 or
saying?
something. I'll give him
Say
that.
something like that.
Yeah, D
Yeah.
Wade 3.0. Like if D Wade was
Mm-hmm.
bigger and more athletic, that's what I see
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards as.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And a better shooter
Yeah.
though. He a
But
better
I said,
shooter.
well, yeah, Edward Straight, though, like I say, got a nice mid range game, everything. But it's like he can't be the decision maker and everything right now. They need, like I said, he need a sidekick to be the decision maker, but also can penetrate to the hole, kick it out, like I said, Lamelo type thing. Yeah. Go ahead. It's on you, Mastermind.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, fellas. Now, I know we've been on basketball a little bit, you know what I'm saying, but I'm gonna shoot it back over here, you know what I'm saying, to that one sport that we all got our eyes on and you know what I'm saying, waiting to kick off. And I know they've been doing OTAs and all of that. But with all these wide receivers that we know about in the NFL that's looking pretty good and outstanding. who y'all think is going to be the actual next great young wide receiver? You know what I'm saying? That's going to be that deal that they're going to be saying is the next Raw Moss, Rice, Owens. You know what I'm saying? Of that ilk. I know we've been saying the Jamar Chases and the other, and the others, but who do we actually think that we're gonna say, look, this guy got the chance to really do it?
My thing is this. I think it's gonna be a minute before we see that. We might see some receivers with some good seasons or something like that, but we might not see the
Dominant person like that.
you might not see the dominance. You're gonna see the yards and stuff because the way they throw the ball and everything now, and the way the offense and stuff like that. So 100 yards to a receiver is nothing compared to back in them
Yeah.
days when they was, when it was hard for them to get 80 yards. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So, and like I said, because the way the systems and stuff was. So you're gonna get some receivers that's gonna get the yards and stuff like that. But I don't think it's gonna be one dominant in a minute. You know what I mean? Like that like right now, like we like Marvin Harrison coming in, and then like now when Justin Jefferson and all them came in, so they was nice and college and everything, but it was still like it wasn't like no Randy Moss, wasn't like no, the Jerrys and the Chris Carters and
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying, all like this, like oh man, like even though they good, but they're not really standing out. You know what I'm saying? And then then it's like you gotta stay healthy too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They gotta stay healthy. But like I said, the yards and stuff gonna be there. But I just don't see no just dominant just yet. Because 9 out of 10, you have to have a dog, just my opinion. You have to have a dog receiver and an okay quarterback for it to kind of work.
Mm-hmm.
Or you got to have
A dog
a dog
quarterback
quarterback and
and
an
an okay
okay
receiver.
receiver, and y'all made each other, you know what I'm saying, like that, and they go like, but when you got two of the same personalities right there, 9 out of 10, that ain't gonna click. That right there ain't gonna click. And now in the way it is now, you got a lot of top like quarterbacks, about to be with these top receivers, but like I say, it's good games, but it ain't no dominance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we'll see AJ Brown or something like that. Like, oh, he gonna have a good game today against such a. But ain't no every week we looking for him.
Right.
Mm-hmm. You
You know
ain't
what
sat
I'm
down to
saying?
watch AJ Brown just because of
Right.
the Eagles because of AJ Brown the long
Right.
time.
Right.
Stuff like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We was sitting down watching the Jerry Rice, the
Wasn't
Michael Irvin, the Perry, and then the new
look
people, the
for
Larry
them.
Fitzgeralds, the Mosses, and you
Look
know what
for
I'm saying,
them.
all that. You know what I'm saying, we looking for man, because we know something spectacular's gonna happen
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
You know who was on that path, man? And like you said, that health just killed it. I think OBJ was on that path, man. I don't know what happened, but it was getting to the point where they were saying you
I
were
don't
you
feel
was
like that.
almost like just saying, okay, man, the Giants about to come on. I know OBJ about to do something because ever since he came with that, and then after that, it just nothing really.
But I think that's all.
that's what made him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's what
After
made him.
that,
Yeah.
nothing else really. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
path because that's what made him. You know what I'm saying? It was one spectacular catch, and the rest was like he just average.
No, I'm saying I think I don't know what. Don't get me wrong. I don't know what happened after this,
Right.
but everything before that was on that path to me. It seemed like because he was doing too many great catches, and then he just did that one catch. They like, oh, did you see OBJ on such and such? And then after that, you just like, hello, anybody talk to OBJ?
So this is what I got a thought on real quick too. So you made me change my thought process when you made the comment about great quarterback, okay receiver, great quarterback. I think if they can keep their Eagles in check, even though I don't feel like Caleb is going to be that great. I think he's going to be a great quarterback, but not. I'm not looking for a Joe Montana out of him, or no, nothing like that. But don't he got that receiver there, Rome Ozuno?
Oduze.
I heard they've been working out, so I think if they can get to work on their timing, and he can figure out where he likes the ball at, and can get him consistently where that he might be a rising star
So you
down
think
the
he'll be,
road.
but you think he's gonna be a dominant?
only reason why I think he has the ability to be dominant because he's coming out of Washington and that coaching and already have
The system.
Yeah, I think that can help him and propel him. The only other person I want to see be dominant is just because This seems like Jerry Rice and got kind of cocky in his old age. You know what I'm saying? And he talking like y'all disrespecting my son, so I'm finna take him to the backwoods, and you know how Rocky did in what's the name, the movie? We ain't doing all. You finna chase the chicken right now, big fella. You know?
Ain't none of that pretty stuff.
No pretty. Finna go.
We finna get ugly. Yeah, we finna get ugly right quick. I got
You know, and plus he know what type of offense Harbaugh finna run. So he gonna have to catch one and break out them things and run for he gonna have to have them yak yards.
So I feel like I ain't never really heard Jerry talk like.
excuse me, Jerry.
Huh?
Just not doing that. Where was you at when he was 17? You should have been doing that. 18. What was going on? You didn't tell me you didn't give your son all the cigarettes growing up?
I would have thought he would have gave him the
Jerry.
Talking real reckless, like
just saying.
disrespecting my son. I'm gonna give him all the little
Jerry. 7. When he was 7, 8, that was time to do that, Jerry.
But I'm gonna say this:
Might be too late now, Jerry.
I don't think you're gonna be a superstar.
Jerry Rice son?
Oh, who we about to say? I got
what
one
I'm about to say, but I believe, like I said, he's about to get them. I think he's going to get them yards. I believe he's going to get over 1,000 yards. I don't know if he got it yet in his career. He might have. I don't know. I didn't look up his stats now. But I'm gonna go ahead with your boy, and I'm gonna say this year he finna live up to his name. Let him walk the Hall of Fame. Give him the Hollywood Square and give him the star and on right now. Hollywood Brown. He about him and Pat Mahomes. Hey, he finna get right now. Give him his get. Go ahead and put his star down. Going to put him down there on the boulevard and put the star down. But Hollywood Brown gonna do his thing with Pat Mahomes and them. And plus now there ain't no telling what's gonna happen with Rice. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say, like I say, it's not too many dominant receivers now that we seen like the players we saying. But I'm gonna say Wisner gonna have a nice year. Brian.
I can finally bring my man up now, y'all.
Go ahead.
McLaurin, baby. Washington Redskins. Daniels, you're going to be the difference, baby. Remember that. I'm telling y'all. McLaurin. You heard it here first. Remember that name.
So you got
Don't forget it. Yes. I can tell you how cold my man really is now, baby. You can see.
He was calling him Cubby, but you really couldn't tell because they weren't.
No QB.
Yeah, not right.
I'm getting Sam Heineke. I'm getting.
they weren't consistent. So
I'm going to get such muffler down the street to throw to me. You know, everybody. No, sir. It
was nice.
Yeah. For sure.
Remember that name, McLaurin.
That's what's up.
Okay, while we sitting here, what you got for him, P? I know you got something for him.
You know what? I'm gonna jump back since we was talking about a few college players coming out. We was talking about some of the other college players, and we just talked about your men's and all them coming out of college. I'm gonna jump to what just happened last week or late last week. The new changing of the rules of the NCAA that the school now can actually play the players. What do y'all think? Pros and cons of them the school being able to pay the players, not just NIL deals.
I'm gonna tell y'all this.
Georgia can now. University of Michigan. Here go 100,000. I want you to play for me.
Me personally, I don't care. Give me and my people their money back. Kumbaya, you know. No, I'm just messing around.
He said, "Okay, give my people money back, baby."
Doing all this, giving out the money. We need them, give us ours.
Reparations, baby.
I'm just joking around, though, everybody. But then, no, that's like I say.
Okay,
hey, about to,
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, you don't think that the smaller schools are gonna get hurt now?
That's what I was just gonna get at.
Because how can you compete with a Michigan? How can you compete with a?
That's what
State.
But see,
they ain't nothing gonna be.
But you don't think? I think
this is the only.
Hold on, keep that thought. I was thinking this was gonna help the smaller schools. The expansion of the playoffs.
They didn't
so
come back.
You got a team that can sneak into the expansion and pop a Ohio State. You know what I'm saying? I'm never gonna say Michigan.
Right. You're gonna stand a chance.
They didn't really care back then, so they really ain't gonna care now.
You don't think so?
No.
See, I'm just saying
Some
this.
some might happen in between the creases, or it'll be something that's gonna where you gonna be like, oh, see this happening. You know, it's gonna be always something, but they don't care.
Hmm.
They might be trying to make something right, in their eyes, other people over here looking like, but guess what? They don't care.
How you go? How you go?
I don't
What
know. Let's ask them.
what do you do with the paying of the player? How do you determine how much the running back should get versus the free safety
See,
quarterback?
I don't
I
think it's
guess
gonna
they're
be
gonna
like
be.
that.
I don't know, but
I think they just going by, like scholarship athletes. The football program gonna get so much
So
money.
much money
The
to dole out.
basketball program gonna get so much money. Now it's not like you said. The interesting part is every every major sport. You know how it go. Quarterback get money.
but
Yeah,
my thing is this. Say for instance, this. I know you might go, but Jay, say for instance, they might not have 5 stars at every position.
right. I
They
got
might
you.
have 5 star quarterback, like you said. You get this.
Yeah,
Might have 4 star receiver.
you get
You
that.
get that. You know what I'm
That's the
saying?
base. Now, see,
Yeah.
that gets back to what my question. My question is mine is a statement and a question, I guess. Even though I know you probably can't do both, but look, it's this: how do you have a salary cap for this? Because
I
now,
don't know.
if
I didn't research that
no,
part.
no, I'm
So I
saying
don't know
because
the ins and
I'm
outs
just
of
no,
how
I
it
don't
works.
neither. So I'm just hypothetically speaking. So now, if you have a salary cap, then it's
Still
it's
level.
competitive.
Okay.
It's
So
competitive all the way around.
even
It's gonna even it out. Yeah,
level
it's gonna
playing
even it out.
field.
So just say if each school can only spend 2.5 million on players, then it's good. But now if you telling me it ain't no salary cap, no nothing, the Appalachian states don't stand a chance.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's over. All that is
Hmm.
done. It's Power Five or none. And truthfully, I'm gonna be real with you. If you're not a real brand name school, you're not gonna get nobody. You see what I'm saying? You gonna have to deal with the Phil Knights with them
Oregon.
Oregon.
Right.
It goes some to help y'all out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? To get y'all on the level. And then you gotta have them high paying alumnus like the Michigans and
Yeah.
Ohio States and schools that those elks have. So other than that, the small schools is not gonna stand a chance. So I think that it's good because I don't knock nobody for getting paid, but
I definitely think it's good
it,
because it's
it's
a job on the next level for sure. It's definitely a job. Just remembering all the stuff I had to go through, man. It was football, football, football. Like in class was just secondary. That's just because
but see now
go.
that was about to be my only part too. Now,
Mm,
how serious are they gonna take school now?
Right.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Because
They might got something on that. Ain't no
the
telling.
education
Right.
is not gonna be valued at all.
Amateur
Might
stuff
got
is
to hold a
gone.
certain.
You ain't to get paid.
Okay. Okay, let me get to this question. What will be the Lions' weakness on defense? Or they fixed them already? Mastermind.
I believe that they addressed a lot of the issues. I think, but I'm still not sold on that linebacking core. That's the thing that I mean. I like Jack Campbell and you know what I'm saying
You
some of the
got to
other.
start Jack this year.
Yeah,
Start Jackie Boy.
yeah.
Start him.
I like some of that. And what's the other one name? Kanze or whatever. I can't
And
get it.
Alonzo or
Something
Yeah,
like
whatever.
that.
Baloney.
yeah. You good all of that, but I'm still not sold on that unit yet. I got to get me somebody in there that's a thumper that's just gonna lay that wood where I'm not going back that way. You see what I'm saying? And I haven't seen that. So I think that's what our problem gonna be somewhere in that linebacking core. I think we might be vulnerable in that coverage for the running back. You know what I'm saying? Like they send the running back out on the little screen or something. I don't think we got the linebackers to get out there and then cover it. So I think that's
Part-
still our little weakness.
okay. Go ahead, young Pete.
Yeah, I like that because to me, that sideline to sideline linebacker wasn't looking good with the flaring out of the running back.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? I do think, and I'm glad they kind of addressed because we really was getting on them about the secondary. So I do feel like they addressed that a little bit. But I still wish they had a guy, or I still think they need to address one more lineman. I'm not even really worried about the linebackers in the secondary as much. I would get even if he coming on the second unit, third down and five, whatever you need him, man. You need another rusher to help pressure the quarterback, which can take the pressure off the linebackers and definitely can take the pressure off the safeties. You know what I'm saying? Because you got your boy already from Bama that can come up and do what he need to do, branch. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even really worried about that. But if you got that pressure coming, decision making on that quarterback is gonna put a lot on his back. You know what I'm saying? And then it'll free up Aiton a little bit more too. So now you can't really double him if you got another true
Pass rush.
pass rusher there. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like I would have maybe tried to go there. He only need to be a starter for me, but
Houston.
we bringing you in on maybe second and 10.
You don't
I'm
think
trying to bring.
you don't think a healthy Houston gonna address that?
I think it will, but I still think you need more because Houston was a starter, wasn't he?
Yeah, but you got to think. Remember, he been
That's
out
what
the
I'm
whole
saying.
season. So this is why I brought that up. Remember, he basically was out the whole season. So we
Right.
had somebody in his spot. So now a healthy him coming in his spot, his natural spot back, and then whoever that was playing
Put
his
him at
spot
the put him at
as
the
the bag up to come in.
that Mike can address it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where I'm really going with it. I'm not necessarily looking for a star. I'm looking for that person that maybe I could take somebody out and then third and you know what I'm saying 5, third and 6. This your job. You
Right.
going
You can
in
just
for
get
this.
in there,
This
apply the
your
pressure.
this all out. This only you know
A
what I'm saying.
clowny. You
Yeah,
looking for a clowny.
you to do that when I
Yeah.
need you to do that.
Do
So
they still got Barnes as a linebacker?
Yep, I think so.
Was he middle or outside?
I think he was outside.
Okay, here we go. Because I'm not for sure. I'm gonna have to look that up, but I'm gonna roll with my man Mastermind. He said outside, so he playing
I think
outside.
he outside.
Even if y'all tell me inside, he outside. That's it. We said it. That's what he playing. So dig. Uh Middle linebacker, like we saying, put Jack there. Put Rodriguez on one side.
mhm.
Put your man Barnes on the other side. Find you that defensive end that can be on the opposite side of Hutchinson because the DBs, the corners and safeties, the corners mainly, they're only as good as the pass rush.
Yep.
So that pass rush getting in, the corners that you drafted, they will be very successful this year. So that's my thing. Jack in the middle, Barnes and Rodriguez, find you that pass rush. And I believe if you find that pass rush, start that Jack boy and Barnes. I'm telling you, I believe y'all have more interceptions than y'all ever had. I'm not gonna say turnovers because still think y'all might have a lot of turnovers. But I believe y'all get them pass rushes in with the corners that y'all supposed to have got this year. The Alabama boy and the other one from what other one? Because he from the other
I gotta look
where
it
my
up.
man come from?
One was Alabama.
No, yeah, and the
Yeah,
other one SEC too. The other one SEC. Well, I forget. My
was
bad.
it Clemson? But
No, I went
No,
I'm
Clemson was
Clemson. I'm
Baltimore.
thinking.
and no, I think it's Mizzou. Was it
Yeah.
Mizzou?
Missouri. No. Is it?
I think it's Mizzou.
Missouri it
All
is,
right.
I think.
So my thing is this: you got two boys from the SEC with that pass rush and that defense and everything. I believe, with like you say, with Branch back there too, and Joseph
Yeah.
back there too, who's to pick off Aaron Rodgers all the time.
Yeah.
I believe y'all have more interceptions that y'all ever had in the season if
This
y'all
the
do that.
season.
Yeah, this will be the season that y'all get. I ain't gonna say turnovers, and y'all gonna get a lot of turnovers, but I'm saying I believe this gonna be the most interceptions that y'all done had.
Mm,
Yeah, this gonna be the most. This gonna be the most interception they had ever in their season.
But
okay.
yeah, I like
Okay.
what you said for the linebackers though. That might address some of the issues. But
Mm.
I'm just still like I said, I'm a little concerned with that position for us overall. But what you said do make a little sense. But I would still try to entertain getting me somebody. I need that thumper over there. Somebody when you see him coming across there, you're gonna think twice.
So you want your Ray Lewis, huh? You want your Ray Lewis, huh?
I need that one bad. I know you ain't gonna never find another Ray, but
Nah, you ain't gonna do that.
I told you the
But
closest thing, he down there in Houston.
All right, we trying to make it quick for y'all today, and check this out. Only because it's last question. It's only right to ask this
mm-mm.
because we're assuming that this was gonna happen, unless Anthony Edwards turning to
Dun, 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 dun.
LeBron James.
Uh-oh.
He the only one came down from 3-1, baby.
Uh-oh.
Turn into LeBron. Like you say, you got the two big fellas and you turn into LeBron. And the question is, will the Larry O'Brien trophy come back home to Boston? Young P.
So
One of the rightful owners.
Yes, yes, yes,
They
yes, yes.
started this.
They did. They did. Um, you know what? I'm gonna be honest, and I'm gonna say if Dallas win, it's not going back home. It's going to the West Coast somewhere down in Dallas, Texas, with Mark Cuban. He gonna be raising it up again and all that good stuff. I just feel like Boston some kind of way is gonna mess it up. But I'm hoping that they don't because the person at the helm is a Butler, and I got a question next week about him. So I'm hoping that it don't. But right now, I don't think so. I think it might mess around and go to Dallas though. Because I'm already predicting that Dallas is not going to lose 3 games straight. I just don't see it happening. But shit all day. This America, so you don't know what you know what I'm saying.
See, America, I'm gonna keep it honest with you. See how this guy's wishy-washy over here?
What I do now?
This guy turned on his alum,
Yeah.
Butler alum,
I'm not
and
turning
tell
on
him some stuff about Dallas. You hear some? You
I'm
hear
not
this?
going against my Butler.
What do you say to Larry O'Brien trophy going at?
I said I think it's going to Dallas.
Okay, now where's Brad Stevens from?
Butler, but
Okay, so now did you say it was going to Brad Stevens?
I didn't say it was going to
That's
Brad
what I'm
Stevens.
talking about, America. Thank you. Now, okay, so now we're gonna answer the question. You understand what I'm saying? So look, it's going to Boston as long as Jason Tatum and Brown can find a way to coexist like they did this last series, where Tatum won't be looking like he jealous because Brown is shining, and Brown won't be looking like he ain't getting the ball enough. Brown got his accolades now, and then maybe that might have loosened him up a little bit more now. So now they might can start having the chemistry that Luka and Kyrie have. When you see it, just look like it flows like water instead of looking like it's so much one on one. So I think with this time being off that they're gonna have off, that's gonna get them two a little closer and maybe figure out how to play with each other a little bit better. And the only way, I'm being honest with y'all, the only way I'm saying is going to Dallas if it go to game 7.
Mm.
Because I'm being honest with y'all, America. I don't trust Boston coach to make a game 7 adjustment. I trust him to make a game 1 through 5. But when it's down on the line and I don't got no day in between to make the adjustment, I got to make it at halftime on the fly. I don't believe he's capable of doing that. You see what I'm saying? So that's the only way I see it going to Dallas if they force a game 7. But to me, I see Celtics 4-2.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm gonna make it nice and quick. I'm gonna like I've been saying, Luca the Don, baby. I gotta go with Luca. But Boston, if they do win, yeah, I do have enough players to keep throwing that Luca and Kyrie, offensively and defensively. You got Tatum, you got Brown, you got White, you got Holiday. Yeah, you got so many players at that height that they can just keep going at them, and that's what you're gonna have to do if you want to beat them. And if you don't do it like that by throwing everybody at them and just try to make everything be Brown and Tatum, and it ain't gonna work like that. But if you throwing everybody at Luca and Kyrie, all them type of players, on and off different styles, different different players, different quarters, different this, making them play different styles, having them guess, and you know make them more of a decision makers and not scorers. Don't let them do both. Try to make them one, and that's how you do that. But other than that, I know y'all ain't gonna do that, so I'm rolling with Luca.
He say rolling with Luca. But yep. I mean, I'm sticking with the same thing too, y'all. America, check the tapes. I've been telling y'all, Dallas, Boston. They trying to go back with that Kyrie, the theory of Kyrie. Which team did he? This.
I do got one more thing to say before we get out here, and then probably one of y'all got some. So I don't know, but the trophy ain't been over in the East in a minute, so they might let it slide over there. I don't know. Or Mark Cuban has sold that team, the casino money involved. But we don't. I'm kind of iffy right now, people.
Right.
Y'all stay tuned. I'm sure y'all would have put that money.
That final decision.
I'm gonna tell y'all this here. The NBA ain't about to let the casino win out the gate.
Mhm.
Casino been winning too much already. I'm quite sure a lot of Americans can attest to that, right, America?
I don't know. They let Tom. They let Tom Brady and Matt Stafford do it when they switched teams.
Mhm.
But
They might. I'm just
it's a river casino now. We talk about Vegas specialty over there.
Yeah, I got you right.
Oh yeah, R.I.P. Bill Walton too. R.I.P.
Oh,
Bill Walton, the
no,
legend.
no
Yes, sir.
doubt.
Cheers, Bill. Cheers.
Cheers.
Pete. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Like,
Subscribe,
share,
share.
comment,
Yes, sir.
subscribe.
Yes, sir.
Peace out, baby. Great show. Tune in next week, y'all.